what's up guys? Hero Goblins just buffed my main deck. When opponents are getting spammed on both sides by Royal Recruits, Royal Hogs, and Zappies, it's hard for them to have the self-control to save their small spells. So when goblins sneak through, they usually steal some damage. Even after the goblins are cleaned up, the opponent's attention and towers will probably be focused on Royal Recruits and Royal Hogs. You can pop a goblin ability and get a full force of goblins in your opponent's face. For 1 elixir, it's 4 goblins, and you have a long time to decide if you want to commit to it, which makes it feel better than a goblin barrel. It's a win condition without taking up another deck slot, allowing this deck to reach new levels of versatility. Let's charge through defenses and assert dominance. Lots of recruits left, everyone that's using credit code SirTag, making the high front videos possible. Clash Royale really out here buffing my main deck, and you'll love to see it. I feel like Hero Goblins are pretty much going to be in every deck in Clash, and they're just going to inexplicably make the deck better because you have some bait element. Even if you don't have a bait element, you just drop the ability and then you get positive elixir trades. Like, think of it from the perspective of, if I'm popping the ability, the opponent has to spend skeletons or take damage, and the skeletons like don't even fully counter goblins. Like, it's just silly. It's criminal to be able to play a card and guarantee good value unless it's just going in right into splash damage. Like, that's the only way that I think it will like be bad. So ultimately, I'm just going to spam goblins here. He might pop the ability, and I'm going to go Barbaro on that, so then we get a little bit of a tankage for our goblins. Genuinely, I don't think that this guy's going to be very happy about this, because I know for a fact that I'm going to get good goblin value on the left side on his tower with the recruits tanking too. I'm going to pop it now, and he loses the knight, and we have 2 goblins on the tower. Look at that. He can't even arrow us because he had to arrow the right side. And look at the left tower, guys. I'm telling you right now, this should not be a thing. It's basically a built-in goblin barrel. Like, for 1 elixir. It's just so dumb when you have the tank value, when you have the ability to force out spells with any semblance of bait pressure. Your deck is just infinitely better than it was before. Okay, unfortunately, the arrows here have to come down for us. But I don't know if we drown his tower in damage, so yeah, you can drop your goblin ability, and actually that's not the best for you because the goblins split up. So if the goblins split up to the left and the right, or vertically they're split up and then they're isolated, that just won't get that much damage. Just to show you guys how much damage he's gonna get, I bet you he gets like 2 goblin stabs on my tower, if that, only 1. So it's not worth popping the ability if the goblins are split up, but in every other situation, it's worth it. Pragmatically, this deck is going to create problems for most opponents, and if they don't have the ability to go on offense because you're constantly bombarding them with goblins and recruits, they're going to be drowned in damage on both sides. This guy's tower was at 600 HP without him being able to touch me. Okay, bro's got Musketeer in the banner, and Evo credit card is the clan. What a goat. Honestly, I'm going to say well paid to him. That is got to be a new emote. I feel like they would never do that. But if there is one bit of customization that I could do in my Clash Royale arsenal, it would be well paid over well played. And I think that one everyone would take to heart. They might not be heartless individuals. They're level 15, level 16 Mega Knights, and you know they might at mid ladder actually be nicer to us and be like, oh, okay, he's complimenting me. He admires my skill. Anyway, are we getting a mirror matchup here? What the heck? Okay, so I'd like to win this. And then, oh no, he copied our technique. He copied our strategy. I mean, it wasn't actually that brilliant or anything. I literally just swapped in the most overpowered card and took out the card that was in the flex spot, the Golden Knight or Elector Spirit. Okay, what are we doing here? If we go recruits into this, it's not necessarily the best, but I think my recruits go back into the goblin. No, not. Yeah, they did. I didn't have to Barbaro that at all. That was a waste. That was a waste. It's okay because we're fighting kind of near the middle, so this Princess Tower isn't helping out as much as it typically would. Also, I can go goblins on the right side. I also have goblin cage. We've done damage to the right tower, so we're currently winning the game. There is that little bit of wiggle room that we have to go for Royal Hogs. And I want to get jiggy with the piggy, maybe go for a fly machine and get really feisty and ferocious. This isn't a bad decision for us to go goblins just to tank for our fly machine for a little bit longer. I think it's worth it. This might be stupid. I just want to be able to get a little bit more damage on the cage brawler so I don't have to worry about it. Might go pigs in front of this. Yeah, he's going to get pigs. If we get a fly machine shot, no. Why is he not going pigs? Why did he not go pigs? I mean, I wouldn't be able to defend that cost effectively at all. So you never want to be the person that goes in for Royal Recruit start. I did it. I know. If you fight on your side of the arena, it's always better for you. Always, 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 always. Okay. I'm going to arrows that. That's free. That's really favorable for me. And then we get a fat Barbaro. Or we get, yeah, I'm going to go Barbaro here. Not going to take the damage. I'm going to go goblins on the left side. So we've taken same damage. We're both like very similar right now. My goblin should win that, all right? We got the help with the Princess Tower. We have fly machine in the back. You can go cage on cage action. I don't think that's a bad decision. Kind of considering it. I'd rather go Zappies, though. Yeah, I think caging is better. It's actually definitely better because if you fight on your side of the arena, it's just always going to be a better interaction. Good arrows value, but we get goblins down with that, so it's decent. The fact that he hasn't been throwing his stuff in front of this is insane. Okay, great bar barrel value. We can just go for our bar barrel now and go cage on the piggies. We can eat one little piggy like a snack. Honestly, this has been going interestingly. It's boring. I know it's boring, but this is how my mirror matchup works. You don't want to go for recruits. You can't. That's how you lose. That's how you lose. It's just not the play. I guess in this very specific situation where he has a lot of stuff counter pushing, I can coincidentally go for it and not get cooked. Because I think this is one of the few moments where it makes sense. I'm going to go for Fly Machine as well to stack up another one as soon as I possibly can. I'm going to go for Zappies. I hope he doesn't have Fireball, but I don't think he does. I think he's got arrows. Okay, bad ability on his end. Very nice for us. Go Goblins here. Split Rail Hogs. I just want to cycle back to Fly Machines as much as possible because it's impossible for him to kill. If we're able to stack up more Fly Machines, that's where we get the maximum value. I'm also going to go for the ability of the Goblins on the right side with 2 Fly Machines stacked. I think we're loading up a ton of damage. So we are definitely going to deal game-ending damage if I played this well enough. And I think I did. I mean, for the rest of the game, we're just going to hold on. It's going to be very boring. So we'll cut the end and show you guys that we've won. But damn, it's not a fun one. Royal Recruits barely blocked the Fly Machine. He's not going to take our tower. Okay, so it seems like he might have overcommitted. When you have the exact same mirror matchup and you overcommit, it is an instant spiral of death. It is imperative that if you have the same cards as your opponent, because of having Defender's advantage with Princess Tower, if you fight on your opponent's side of the arena, you're literally just giving them free elixir. As he did that, he immediately threw the game. But I guess he had to do something since he was down so much. But I listened to your guys' feedback, and I finally showed how to play the mirror matchup. It does require a ton of patience, but if you find the right opportunity, you'll usually win. And just don't go for recruits too often. Try to really use cards like Fly Machine. If the opponent can't kill the Fly Machine, you want to abuse that as much as possible. There's no way. We got another mirror matchup, right? There's no way we're playing against another Royal Recruits player. That would be crazy, guys. Back to back would be criminal. Okay, thankfully. This one I would cut out because I don't want to show the same matchup back to back. But at the same time, I don't think that recruits are that popular. So then it probably wouldn't happen that often. But if you are playing that matchup and you don't have a way of really understanding it, and you go for random like Royal Recruits into your opponent's Royal Recruits, they kill your stuff, they stack up more Fly Machines, they win. So I stacked up more Fly Machines than the other guy. I won the game off that. I think we played decently. Also, Fly Machine sniping that. Ooh, okay, nice. Very cool. I like going for Zappies on the inside corner, and you guys can laugh at me for this, but they kind of hug the Princess Tower. And they're supportive, but they stagger their shots so they don't fire at the same time, so then you don't have the stuns overlap, so you get maximum stun value. I've talked about that a lot. I just wanted to let you guys know again. We're going to go for Goblins in the right lane because if he has to bar barrel the Zappies like we expected, now he has to go for Valkyrie, and I think that the Valkyrie just runs away from the Goblins, hopefully. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Go into the Diddy Cage. Go into the Diddy Cage instead. Please, Goblin value. Let's go. Look at that. He had to maybe cycle more cards into the Diddy Cage, and he's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to give more value. Like, imagine he kills the second iteration of Goblins, and then we get more value because we have the Goblin Cage still there that ate the Valkyrie. Oh my gosh. He's getting clapped. Okay, never mind. I mean, it's going to get extra damage, but it's fine. He had to go for a zap to reset it, so that's huge. The Night Witch is weird. I don't know what we're really playing into. This is bad. That's damage. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. It's all good. Those Zappies in the back, expecting him to go in for a tank. Don't really want to mess up and go for Royal Recruits. Rather go for Royal Recruits at the bridge so I can apply more pressure and be more annoying. And I guess after seeing the Valkyrie, I should have identified that this is going to be a giant or golem deck. But yeah, the more often than not, it's cool. And that's the case. We'll just go for Fly Machines and stack them up. Stack it up. Stack it up. Not going to be playing Jenga here. This is not going to fall. This is not going to be cascading down for our doom and gloom. The only downside of this version of the deck is we don't have Electro Spirit, so we kind of have to use arrows and not necessarily be so briskly dropping it at every opportunity. I guess I can go Bar Barrel to clean that up and then also lock him the Musketeer, see what he wants to do. It's really not that big of a deal. I guess I can go Royal Hogs left lane and then maybe go for Fly Machine because he goes in for anything. I mean, the Fly Machine might just lock out the tower and kill him. Like, I think that's the thing. The Fly Machine just locks out the tower and it's just game over. With 8 seconds remaining, I don't even have to give him the respect of defending his push. If he wants to spend 8 elixir, he is so screwed. You can't do that. It's too much. It's a push that would be annoying to defend, but I don't even have to try to. The Never Lose clan and the Evo credit card clans are legendary, but I guess the last guy kind of lied and the first guy was speaking the truth. Rocket and Royal Recruits in the banner. That would be insane to see that. Bro, do not be a menace with Dagger, Duchess, and single elixir. How are my goblins ever meant to break through? Anyway, I got to go Goblin Cage. The evolved cage is going to hurt him. I don't think that it's necessarily like the most important thing in the game to go and spam cages at the start, but it does force the opponent to cycle things that they typically wouldn't. And I believe that the Goblin Cage counter pressure is going to be favorable for me, because if it's hiding behind the little Royal Recruit guys, we're definitely going to deal more damage. They pack way more of a punch, and we might have the mini packer for lunch. That thing's gone. Dude, there's no way. There's no way. We're up so much at the start of the game already. I can go Goblin to the right side because guess what? His Dagger Duchess has like no ammo. Oh, he's got recruits. What the heck? You got recruits with Dagger Duchess? What are we doing here right now, man? I'm not popping the ability going right into Royal Recruits. It's just a waste. I think it's favorable for me to cycle most of our Zappies on the left side and then just get away with the Goblin Cage and protect everything. Yeah, it might be some weird like Lumberjack Balloon deck. I don't know. It's got to be Lumberjack Balloon. That's the only thing that would even make remote sense here. I have to kill that Lumberjack with the Barbarrel. But fortunately for us, our ammo doesn't run out. We have the magical power of the Princess Tower having unlimited ammo. She's just working 9 to 5 plus a little bit of overtime, you know? And your Dagger Duchess is just like, hey, I'm scooting out at 3. I'm done. I don't get paid enough for this. I mean, I think the Dagger Duchess doesn't look as happy as the Princess Tower. So I don't know. Maybe she just really enjoys her job. She's like gleefully like throwing flaming arrows at everything. I think the flaming arrows would have splash damage, but I don't know. Why does the princess have splash damage, but the Princess Tower doesn't? Let me know, guys, in the comment section. I'm interested. That's our princess in training, and she hasn't really like navigated off of her training wheels. It's like a bike, but it's a tower instead. It's just crazy crap. Anyway, recruiting again, like probably not the best play. I think fighting on our opponent's side of the arena, especially when Dagger Duchess is like a subpar play, and it's probably a pretty low IQ maneuver, but hey, hear me out for a second. He's got Mirror, so it's even worse. It's even worse for me. But Mirror is such a bad card that it might not even matter. Okay, that's a play. That certainly is a decision. I'm gonna protect this, and I'm gonna arrows, and you can't kill my cards. So this is way better for me now, especially with the Goblin Cage. This thing just stays alive for forever. I don't know what mid ladder is throwing at me right now, but he still can't hit my fly machine. He didn't even kill it with arrows. This might be the most monumentous meme moment that I've ever had. That fly machine stayed alive for centuries. That thing will go down in history as the best fly machine to ever fly. All right, we're going to arrows here because the minions can't even kill my fly machine. My fly machines are straight up immortal. You guys might think I have plot armor or something after seeing my fly machine survive. It's like straight out of an anime, and the card like never dies no matter what's thrown at it. It's in like the worst possible situation, and it just somehow beats something 10 times more overpowered than it. I don't know. It countered minions there. It survived arrows. It literally evaded every possible obstacle. Boosted players. Well, dude, I'm about to get so boosted by my goblins. It's made my main deck significantly stronger. So that is one thing that I guess I like about the new card. But it should get nerfed pretty much immediately. Like, I do not see this Goblins card being the most broken thing for multiple seasons. It still works really well with Royal Recruits. So if, like, it gets nerfed to 3, or maybe, like, the Banner Goblin thing has health, like a Phoenix Egg, those would be great nerfs. Like, I hope that they implement that into the game. It would still function pretty well in this deck. But it's just something that you can choose Electro Spirit, Golden Knight, or Hero Goblins in this. And obviously, Royal Recruits are bound to actually get good hero replacements instead of being a hero-less deck, since heroes are significantly better than regular cards. And there are spots that you can include them in the deck. You should probably be using them. Maybe like, I don't know, Hero Zappies or Hero Fly Machine will eventually get added. And then those would just be better than Goblins, obviously. But we'll see. Let's go pop the Goblin's ability here on the right side, since we're going simultaneously through, and he used his log, and now he doesn't have log. He's a logless individual. Oh, Gelato, you're getting eaten like the snack that you are. That's who we like to see, baby. So if we're playing against someone with log and Royal Giant, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I can just throw down Royal Recruits, minimize the potential of that flying machine, like actually getting hit by anything, drop it in the right side because he does not want to fireball and not hit the tower that he wants. I mean, he could fireball on the recruits. He'd spend a lot of elixir, but the fly machine is also going to the side that we needed to. We're going to be able to snipe the fisherman, and then also, like, at the same time, he doesn't have hunter. He just dropped in the left side. I think he has the electro spirit, and then he probably has to go skeletons. Oh, I forgot. He had goblins. My bad, but I made a prediction anyway, and yes, sir, that's some damage. I think it's just really satisfying hitting a prediction spell, because when you do hit that, it hits different in all the right ways. I'm going to go goblins at the bridge and probably force a log and then get an ability. Okay, Rail Ghost is fine too. I think I'm going to split Zappies, and then I want to go in for a probably a Royal Recruits. Yeah, he went Hunter in preparation for me to click the ability. So, like, the fact that the ability was a possibility screwed him over. He was scared. And then he Electric Spirited, too. He was just petrified at all points in time. This Fly Machine will definitely get Fireballed, and then we'll go Royal Hogs. There it is. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So, like, interactions like that, even if he has Royal Ghost and Log, he's spending a lot of Elixir. Even if you do that, that's fine. I mean, I can go Barbarial here, hit those, go Goblin Cage on this, and then just go Goblins on the Fisherman if I need to. I don't even want to. I'd rather go Zappies, right? Zappies are just clear. They clean up everything. They force the Fireball. He doesn't have that in cycle again. And I throw Royal Hogs back in his face. That's what I'm talking about. You have to go Royal Ghost and you have to log yet again. Come on, man. Where are they? Where art thou? Okay, so yet again, guys, we're just slithering. We're sliming him. We're absolutely being a grimy guy. It's all good. I mean, it's for the spirit of the game, right? That's just how it is. You got to stay connected with the best cards in Clash, and you got to keep playing what's good.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
I'm not going to go Royal Hogs. He's just going to get a fat Fireball. I'm just going to go Zappies in the back. I'm going to get the best trade possible. I'm going to click the Goblin's ability in the left side just because I want to force out a lot of Elixir. I'm going to Rail Recruits in his face. Even though it's into a Rail Giant and a bunch of annoying stuff, it's all good because I know that I can go and split Hogs and do enough damage to win the game. So I rather not over-defend when I know the game is going to meet its end with the little 2 piggies on the left side and then, you know, the piggy on the right. It didn't really matter. I'm not going to stop a Rail Giant if I can close out the game quicker. Recruits, poke the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.